Takes her all the way up and in.
Big South basketball is bigger than ever in 2012-13 as the conference welcomes new member Longwood University into the fold, giving the Big South a record number of basketball programs, 12 men's teams and 11 women's squads. All 23 programs have a common goal, winning the VisitMyrtleBeach.com Big South Basketball Championships and automatic bids to the NCAA tournament. And now, we take a closer look at the 2012-13 campaign with our preseason all-conference honorees. Each team features the top players in the Big South, as voted by the league's head coaches and selected media representatives. The highest vote getters are named the Big South Preseason Players of the Year. First, for the women's squad. Our first preseason all-conference pick is senior guard Erin Reynolds of High Point. A second-team all-conference honoree last year and all-tournament team member, Reynolds averaged 15.9 points and 4.3 assists, while tying the High Point Division I record with 88 steals. She was second in the Big South with 2.7 steals per game and was third in assists. Reynolds elevated her game in the postseason as she averaged 24.3 points in HPU's 3 Big South tournament games and added 22 points against North Carolina State in the WNIT. Erin Reynolds. Our next preseason honoree is perennial all-conference guard Denera Irwin-Spencer of Radford University. A two-time first-team All-Big South selection, the senior was the league's third leading scorer in 2011-12 with 17.4 points and was also fifth in assists per game with 3.8. She ranked among the Big South's top 10 with a 46 field goal percentage and 75% free throw clip. She scored in double figures in 26 of 31 games last season, including 14 contests of 20 or more, and increased her scoring average in conference games to 17.8 points. Denera Irwin-Spencer. Also on the preseason squad is reigning Defensive Player of the Year Cheyenne Parker of High Point. A dominant force inside, the junior post player averaged a double-double last season with 13 points and 12.2 rebounds while making 50% from the floor. She set 2 Big South single-season records last year with 403 rebounds and 121 blocked shots, ranking in the top 5 nationally in both categories. She had a triple-double with 13 points, 22 rebounds, and 10 blocks at Winthrop, and averaged 12.6 points, 13.1 boards, and 4.1 blocks against league foes in 2011-12. Cheyenne Parker. Our next preseason all-league pick is 3-time first-team all-conference honoree Devin Brown from Liberty University. The redshirt senior guard forward is coming off a season where she averaged 16.9 points and 7.0 assists in helping the Flames to another Big South championship. She ranked second in the conference last year in free throw percentage at 79%, in addition to being 4th in scoring, 6th in rebounding, and 9th in steals. She enters her final campaign on the cusp of becoming the 11th player in Big South history with 1,500 career points and 600 career rebounds. Devin Brown. Our final preseason all-conference team member is this year's Preseason Player of the Year, Winthrop's DeQuisha McClanahan. Last year's postseason honoree as a sophomore, she led the Big South with a 21.1 point per game average, while also leading the conference with 7.2 assists. Just the second player in league history to lead both categories in the same year. Also just the second Big South player to average 20 points and 7 assists in one year, McClanahan had 4 30-point games a season ago and a Big South single-season record 224 assists. The first Winthrop player to reach 1,000 career points before her junior season, she also averaged 4.7 rebounds and 2 steals per game. DeQuisha McClanahan. It is time to reveal the women's basketball preseason poll as voted by the coaches and media, starting in the reverse order of finish. New Big South member Longwood comes in at 11th place with UNC Asheville in the 10th position. Gardner-Webb is predicted 9th, and Presbyterian College has the 8th spot. Coastal Carolina garners 7th place, while Charleston Southern is in 6th place in the poll. Radford is predicted 5th, and the panel has Campbell in 4th place. Winthrop comes in at the number 3 position, while 2012 tournament runner-up High Point finished 2nd in the voting, leaving defending champion Liberty as the preseason women's basketball favorite for the 15th time in the last 16 years. The Lady Flames collected 16 of the 22 first-place votes cast. We continue our look at the 2012-13 Big South Conference season with men's basketball, which features two 6-team divisions for the first time, as well as a preseason all-conference second team. Those second-team honorees are Gardner-Webb senior guard forward Tashawn Newsom, Coastal Carolina senior guard Kier Greenwood, Charleston Southern sophomore guard Arlen Harper, UNC Asheville senior forward Jeremy Atkinson, and Presbyterian College senior guard Khalid Mutakabir. And now for the preseason all-conference first team. Our first selection is 2011-12 all-freshman team guard Saw Nimley of Charleston Southern. He was one of several key players to help the Buccaneers win 19 games last year and reach the Big South semifinals for the first time in 6 years. He averaged 13.5 points and 3.8 assists en route to being named to the National Mid-Major Freshman All-American team. He notched his first double-double with 23 points and career-high 12 assists in CSU's comeback win at Stetson and posted back-to-back 20-point games in leading the Bucs to a 2-0 Big South start a year ago. Saw Nimley. Our next preseason honoree is 2011-12 Big South Freshman of the Year Trey Freeman of Campbell University. He also was a member of the National Mid-Major Freshman All-American team and averaged 13.9 points and 3.8 assists a year ago. He was the fourth freshman in league history to lead the Big South in free throw percentage, as he was tops at 87.1. He scored in double figures 23 times, including 5 20-point games, and increased his scoring average in conference games to 14.1 points. He also had a season-high 28 points in the Camels' win over Liberty in his first Big South game. Trey Freeman. Also on the squad is returning all-conference guard Anthony Raffa of Coastal Carolina University. The scrappy redshirt senior averaged 16.7 points and close to 2 steals per game to rank in the conference's top 10 in both categories. The second-team all-district pick by the NABC also averaged 3.7 rebounds and was a 48% shooter from the field. He posted double figures in 26 of 31 games and scored 14 straight points to erase a 9-point second-half deficit to lead the Chants over Gardner-Webb. Anthony Raffa. Our next preseason all-conference member is returning second-team All-Big South guard Darren White of Campbell. The senior averaged 16.8 points last season while grabbing 5.5 rebounds and contributing at least 1 blocked shot and 1 steal per game. He also ranked 4th in the Big South with a 52.0 field goal percentage and dished out 2 assists per contest. He scored in double figures 28 times, including 10 games with 20 points. He tallied a career-high 33 points twice last season and also got the job done in the classroom as he was named to the NABC Honor Court. Darren White. Our final preseason all-conference selection is the 2012-13 Men's Basketball Preseason Player of the Year, VMI's Stan Okoye. The senior forward continued his steady play last season with 17.1 points and 7.2 rebounds per game. He also was above 50% from the field with a 51.9 percentage. Okoye had 12 20-point games last season and earned Big South All-Tournament team honors in leading the Cadets to the title game. He ranked among the league's top 10 in scoring, rebounding, and field goal percentage. In Big South games, his averages jumped to 19.5 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 54% from the floor. He enters his senior season as the conference's active career scoring and rebounding leader with 1,480 points and 672 rebounds, respectively. Stan Okoye. It is time to reveal the men's basketball preseason poll as voted by the coaches and media, starting in the reverse order of finish. In the North Division, new Big South member Longwood is 6th, with Radford finishing 5th in the voting. Liberty garners the number 4 spot, with High Point coming in 3rd. Tournament runner-up VMI is predicted to finish 2nd, leaving Campbell as the preseason favorite to win the North Division. The Camels received 21 of the 29 first-place votes cast. In the South Division, Presbyterian is 6th, with Gardner-Webb finishing 5th in the voting. Winthrop garners the number 4 spot, with defending conference champion UNC Asheville coming in 3rd. Coastal Carolina is predicted to finish 2nd, leaving Charleston Southern as the preseason favorite to win the South Division. The Buccaneers received 16 of the 29 first-place votes cast. It's time to tip off the 2012-13 Big South basketball season, and we look forward to seeing everyone in March at the 2013 VisitMyrtleBeach.com Big South Basketball Championships.